Braille is the language that blind people use. My idea was to not limit myself just because of my disability. I've been a car enthusiast all my life. Before I lost my sight the first time, I used to draw cars. My name is Julio Supercharge, aka Julio Supercharge. I am a lawyer by profession. I am a VIP, visually impaired person. I am an advocate of disability rights, a car reviewer by touch and feel. I am a motivational speaker, spoken word artist, break dancer, daredevil, call it, and welcome to Hustle Zetu. I'm a car enthusiast. This started when I was a young boy, even before losing my sight. But when I lost my sight, I lost hope that I'll never drive again. I'll never, do anything that is visually, with a connotation of visual. My journey has not been easy. I'm visually impaired. For most of you watching, you wouldn't tell by looking at me. I wasn't born blind. I was born a sighted child, and I was born in Togoto, but raised in Nairobi. And I was going to a mainstream school, as we call them, mainstream, up until 10 years when I lost my sight. And I was in a very difficult situation, especially with my family, because when you lose a sense, when you become a person with a disability, and it was not, planned for, or an accident, waking up one day and you're blind, then it disorients everyone around you. But again, eventually, I was taken to Thika Primary School for the Blind, where I received my primary school education up until class 8. But something happened after a year and a half. I started regaining my sight again. From total blindness, I became low vision. I was prescribed for glasses because Kikuya unit was keeping tabs on me, and I used glasses up until class 8. But they were heavy magnification, and the doctors recommended that I at least revert back to Braille. Braille is the language that blind people use in high school, so that I don't make it worse, the sight I had, because I could see like 1 meter. So high school, I did pure Braille, Thika High School for the Blind, and something amazing happened. I got to interact with my first computer that has a screen reader. The company I work for, not company, organization, Enable, introduced computers for the blind. We call them computer assistive technology, because they have screen readers that helps persons who are blind to navigate and also to use the computers just like anyone else. I went to University of Nairobi, did law, and it was against what the presumption is, that blind people only do special education. And during my university, I realized that there's so much to life, because I've gone through the special needs system, but university sort of like you're thrown into the deep end, and now you have to deal with the society firsthand. So I had to teach myself a couple of skills to adapt and also integrate into the society seamlessly. And this is where I got in touch with all my passions, starting with my car, love for cars. This is Julio Supercharge. I merged the skills that I have for Braille, because when I was being taught Braille, I had to be very in tune with my sense of touch. Also, the fact that I have been a car enthusiast all my life. Before I lost my sight the first time, I used to draw cars. Hii ni E-class. Kiatu na umekulisha. Na iko low. And this combined with the fact that I can touch stuff, and because of my blindness, of course, have a tactile, representation of whatever I'm feeling, then I read more about cars when I was in the university. And this is where I delved deep into manufacturers, different models, different car trims. And I listened to many engineers, like a bucket load. And they were talking about how they come up with the designs. And something that is very unique for manufacturers, take for example Toyota, a line like Corolla. There is a design language that they go with for all the series that they have. There is a design language they can't go against because it takes so much money to drastically change a model of a car. And if you talk about Rolls-Royce, and all these cars, bear in mind, I used to be low vision, so I have seen how they look. So I have a mental representation of the car, and I convert this into tactile information whenever I'm touching the body panels, and then process this, and I can now differentiate between, a Mercedes and a BMW, and an Audi and a Toyota, a Mitsubishi. So I use a different approach because it's how for you look at the styling of the car. Even from behind, you can tell this is a CRV. But for me now, it's the tactile bit, and now I have to physically feel the car for me to tell the difference. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. I was shooting a Range Rover autobiography, Vogue, and I got to drive it. And there's a different feel. You feel like you're moving a whole yacht. I mean, like, it's very different from other cars. Because other cars, I feel the ground response. But because of also the air suspension in a Range Rover, I was feeling like I was floating. For me, outside my work, I just do things to empower the society, but also most importantly to support the young generation, the youth with disabilities. So yeah, I had the White Can Drive initiative that started all the way back, and I did it, the first one I did it in Thika with a couple of friends, and most recently even Kyle joined us. We went to Meru, and it's transformative. And my thing has always to give the kind of independence I have to those who are behind me, so that it's easier for them to navigate through life without having to go through the challenges that I've gone through. Because my idea is, if I've gone through the challenges, then I should create an easier path for those who are behind me. If we can influence for disability inclusion in the automotive scene, also like for influencing about cars and even car brands, getting to understand that persons with disability can also be the face of their brand. That is something. Ford Mustang, Shelby, Cobra, GT500, my dream car. And also, I think Lamborghini Urus, yes, Mansory edition especially. Bro, anasifai kwenda mbali ba. Hii taa yenyewe ishaipatiana. Hadi. Hii ni purchase. Hey, Porsche Cayenne. Final remark, I'd say, persons with disabilities, if you're listening to me, you're unstoppable. Nothing in this world should put you down just because of your disability. Regardless of what people tell you or what they think of you or what opinion they have on you, people will always think different or have different opinions, aspirations. If they don't align, just go your way. Chase your dreams and goals and never lose yourself.